Washington Post reported that Mr. Mueller, they re-reported that Mr. Mueller was at jury duty as to discredit this accuser. That's why they re-reported it. That's why it's going around.
Jacob,
but real quick, excuse me.
August 3rd, 2010.
Excuse me. Rather than double checking and saying, wait a second, was he only at jury duty? Sometimes people go to jury duty, but they're also somewhere else. Was he only at jury duty? No, instead of, hang on, it's not funny. This is not a laughing matter.
Remember Jacob Wohl?
Claims are in fact very valid.
The evidence is right in front of us. She didn't marry her brother romantically. She did so to defraud the United States of America. It's all laid out in the report. But we wanted to give Congresswoman Omar a chance to clear this all up. We wanted to give her a chance to go on record and tell the American people in a sworn statement, a sworn affidavit under penalty of perjury, that she never married her brother or any other of her siblings, because who knows what else she did with other family members. This is a pattern of fraud and lies and deceit by Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
The conspiracy theorist scammer.
We know that women are more hormonal than men.
Oh my God.
Along with his comrade, Jack Burkman.
I come up under Tecmo Bowl. I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted. A game that sold to billions of little boys. What kind of message are they sending to these little boys? I never thought in a million years I would see this. As parents, how much do they have to do for us to say that's not right? Us daddies gotta go tell these boys that we got raising them to be men. That's wrong, son. That's for women. And not just daddies. These mothers, single mothers who raising boys to be men.
Well, they found another dope in rapper Lil Boosie.
Rapper Boosie Badass says he dropped big money for a presidential pardon, but he claims the deal never delivered and now he's suing to get a refund. According to a bombshell notice report, the rapper is taking legal action against political operatives Jacob Wohl and Jack Burkman after allegedly shelling out $600,000 to help secure a pardon from President Trump, one Boosie says never came. The report says Boosie, whose legal name is Torrance Hatch, struck a deal with the pair last fall after they pitched themselves as having major pull inside Trump's orbit. Boosie claims they were so confident they acted like they had POTUS on speed dial. Things allegedly escalated on New Year's Day when Boosie's lawyer got a call claiming Trump had already signed the pardon and the White House just hadn't announced it yet. But according to the report, the pardon never surfaced.
Shocker, I tell you. Absolute shocker. Okay, the reason he wanted a pardon. Well, in his own words, Donald Trump, can you pardon me on my Fed case? I'm a nonviolent felon. The courts ruled that a nonviolent cannot be charged with a 922G. The judge dismissed my case, but the ruling has been appealed. So once again, I was indicted. I'm fighting this case. This is the exact case to U.S. versus Duarte that was ruled unconstitutional. Oh, one more thing. Can you sit down with me and talk about you giving police immunity? I think this will motivate officers to commit deadly crimes. Please don't do this. Anyway, congratulations on your win. This is after the election. Let's get this money and drop these taxes. Blank killing me. Wait. You're telling me these guys?
Right-wing operatives and MAGA influencers Jacob Wohl and Jack Burkman have agreed to pay up to $1.2 million for their misleading robocalls. Now, you might be saying, oh, is this the robocall thing from New Hampshire a few months ago? No. This dates back to 2020. And you might remember these guys as running this robocall campaign back in 2020. To suppress the black vote ahead of the 2020 election. And what they are accused of in the suit is more than 5,000 robocalls filled with misinformation about voting in New York in August of 2020. The speaker on the calls identified herself as, quote, Tamika Taylor of Project 1599, falsely claiming that if you vote by mail, your personal information will be used by the police to track old warrants and let credit card companies collect debts and the CDC to figure out if you've gotten your vaccines. It was all made up.
Lied to you, Boosie? Oh, no. Who could have seen it coming? From NOLA.com, Boosie was indicted for a second time on federal gun charges back in July after a previous case against him would be dismissed. He was arrested near downtown San Diego in June of 2023 when the cops found 2 weapons in his car he was riding in, and they would charge him with being a felon in possession of a gun. They continue. He was previously arrested in the year 2009. He served prison time for gun and drug convictions. In July, he was pissed at the new charges against him after his most recent indictment would be dismissed in the United States District Court of the Southern District of California. On top of this, he is a horrible person. I mean, remember this?
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this.
That was rapper DaBaby. Right after he stated this unequivocal hatred, Boosie went on the gram and backed DaBaby. He also attacked fellow musician Lil Nas X, who is in the LGBTQ plus community, saying the rants against gay lyricists are making a difference. He would add that if Lil Nas took his own life, he, quote, would do this world a huge favor. Nobody wants you here, close quote.
You have to tell your son that's not right. Or in a couple months, he going to play in your fingernail polish. You know what I'm saying? Next is going to be lipstick on the covers, thongs. Is that enough? Man hiking a ball with a thong in his.
Lastly, from The Guardian, the ensuing legal dispute between Boosie and the lobbyist Wohl and Burkman centers on whether their firm has a contractual obligation to return half of the $600,000 fee the organization was paid up front. The firm disputes that it had agreed to return half the money if no pardon materialized.
Jack and Jacob allegedly refused to pay, arguing no refund agreement existed, and later claiming their firm was effectively broke after millions in fines tied to past legal troubles. Jack tells TMZ, Boosie has no reason to be unhappy. In 30 years of lobbying, I doubt we have ever done more work and harder work. The provision in the contract he is referencing was never agreed to at all. The other factor is that Boosie's quest for pardon was made much tougher by an arrest for an alleged crime of violence in Texas earlier this year. We tried very, very hard. The report also says a White House official denied the duo had any role in the pardon process.
An update. Boosie would then tweet, Laura Loomer, Mike Cernovich, Jack Posobiec, Erica Kirk, Mike Johnson, Nancy Mace, spelled incorrectly, Andy Biggs. Can the names above please make a truthful statement about having contact or no contact with Burkman and Wohl, misspelled, about my pardon process? $600,000 was taken from me with your names mentioned in emails by these people. Thanks. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.